listen to this.
Today, let us fill our minds with wisdom, enriching the life element, the origin of all things, a formless, pure, and empty essence. We are the mind, the life element that has no shape. We are the immortal element. We come to dwell within these conditioned phenomena and take on these body vessels as tools to learn what we truly are. We have inhabited countless vessels over and over with the single purpose of discovering our true nature. Since I was a child, I asked myself, how did we come to be? What is the purpose of our birth? And when this body disintegrates and dies, where do we go? These questions lingered in my mind for so long, and day after day passed. Yet I continued to struggle from the moment I woke up until the moment I slept, just to earn a single meal. It was as though I was trapped in a cage, yearning to escape, yearning to be free from suffering, free from this body vessel, free from the cycle of birth and death, but I did not know how. When we were born, our parents never taught us that we are the mind, the formless, empty, and pristine life element. Instead, they taught us to think, to remember, to believe that we are human beings. They themselves did not know what they truly were. Every mind comes to dwell in human vessels and animal vessels. The opportunity to be born as a human is exceedingly rare. Most are born in animal vessels because there are countless animal bodies. The number of sea creatures is beyond measure, an infinite variety, especially fish. The small fish, squid, shrimp, and clams are too many to count. Beneath the ocean, there are numerous species, far surpassing the number of humans. Humans are but a mere handful when compared to the sea creatures. Land animals, too, are abundant, from the largest to the tiniest. Underground creatures are also countless, tiny beings filling every crevice. Birds and airborne creatures are countless as well. Our minds dwell in vessels of all sizes, switching from one to another time and again. The chance to be born as a human is almost non-existent. And even when we are born as humans, we are taught no differently from animals, taught to think, remember, and think endlessly, striving to survive just like animals. We are born to eat, and after eating we sleep. We eat each other, they eat us, and we eat them back and forth. We grow angry, resentful, vengeful, struggling within this cage of the body vessel. We have inhabited the vessels of countless animals, living and dying repeatedly. Our minds fabricate and take on new vessels, new bodies, and then eventually die again. The vessel dies, but we never truly die. In truth, we have never been born either. We are the immortal element. Yet no one ever taught us this, so we keep sending out impulses to fabricate and cling to new bodies, new vessels endlessly. When we finally become human, such questions arise within. Why were we born? What do we truly want? We seem to have everything, yet it feels as if we are trapped in a cage. These questions echo within the mind constantly. At school, no one ever taught us that we are the mind, the formless, pure, and empty life element. Instead, we are surrounded by minds that have taken on human vessels, becoming teachers, business owners, the rich, the poor, people of all kinds, filling the world. All these minds dwell in countless vessels, each one clinging to its form, believing that the body is truly its own. But this body will not last long. Soon it will disintegrate and die, and the mind will have to drift away to find a new vessel. In reality, our true mind does not drift or wander anywhere. It does not come or go. It is not born, and it does not perish. It is neither dark nor light. It is a clear, empty element without happiness or suffering. Within this pure element, there is no good or bad, no right or wrong. This pure essence has never been male or female. It is ageless, the immortal element, the zero element, the origin element from which all things arise. We are this very element, clear, empty, and all-encompassing, pervading the entire universe. This pure element is beyond time, beyond distance. Everything exists within the womb of this emptiness. We have no form. We are a clear, empty essence that is right here before us, intangible yet encompassing everything. Stars, large and small, exist within this clear, empty essence. Cold air, hot air, oxygen, carbon dioxide, They all exist within this emptiness. The movement of air becomes storms and tornadoes, and they too arise within this clear, empty essence. Stars collide, forming atomic explosions, nuclear blasts, and catastrophic destruction. Yet all of it still occurs within this clear, empty essence. This emptiness is unaffected. It remains untouched. It is separate from all phenomena. We are this clear, empty, immortal element. It has no gender. We simply did not have anyone to tell us, to point the way, to explain this truth to us. Everyone is lost, believing themselves to be human, forgetting their true nature. I kept searching for the answer to the question, why were we born? This question echoed within me constantly. I had everything, a family, a house, a car, food to eat. Everything seemed complete. And yet I still asked, why was I born? Is this all there is to life in this world? We struggle endlessly to earn money, but for what? Just to eat a single meal, to sustain this body that is destined to die. No matter how well we take care of it, the body will eventually disintegrate. It cannot last long. Some children die at the age of 1. Some are walking along the sidewalk and get hit by a car and die. Some are electrocuted and die. Some slip and fall, striking their head and die. Some people are simply standing there, working, and suddenly collapse because a blood vessel to the brain is blocked. They fall, hitting their head. Others die from a diabetic shock, a lack of sugar. Some are diagnosed with terminal cancer and die. No matter how well we care for the body, it will die. It cannot last long. The point is that while this body is still alive, we are fortunate to dwell in the most excellent vessel, the finest of all. Why then do we not hurry to discover what we truly are? I awakened to the inner awareness and began to see the fabrications arising within. Before, I thought we were human beings. I thought this body was our body. The thoughts being spoken now, I used to think they were my thoughts. The voice that is speaking, I thought it had a real existence. The mental images we create, I believed they were real. Emotions, I thought they had real substance. The awareness itself, I thought it was something real. Before, I thought we were human beings struggling to survive, struggling to earn a living, struggling to keep this body alive. But for what? To grow old, to get sick, to die. We strive to survive, only to die in the end. It is utterly meaningless. Upon awakening to inner awareness, I wanted to escape from all this struggle. I wanted to be free from suffering. No matter how much money one has, suffering remains. To want to be free from suffering is to want not to be born again. I wanted to know clearly what it would be like not to be born. If we do not take birth, then perhaps we would not suffer. When I awakened within, I saw the voice speaking in my mind. I saw the thoughts constantly arising and falling. The moment I saw them, tears fell. A realization struck me. Oh, everything is just my own thinking. It was as if all the knowledge I had accumulated since childhood was crumpled up and thrown away. There was nothing left to hold on to, no sense of being anything anymore. In that very instant of seeing the thoughts for the first time, a flash of clarity arose. Wait, is it all just my own thinking? The moment I saw that everything was just my own thoughts, all the knowledge I had held on to since childhood until now, it all shattered and crumbled to pieces. Tears fell. Then a thought arose. What about my parents? I saw the voice speaking, saying that I had parents. Tears fell again. Oh, are my parents just a thought too? The house is a thought. The world is a thought. Even this body is a thought. Oh, then what is it? Where are we really? In that moment, it felt as if I could float, as if I were hovering. It was disorienting because I had never experienced anything like this before. As I walked, it felt like I was floating. As I walked, it was as if I was somewhere unknown, as if the world itself were a world of thoughts. I only saw the voice that was speaking, the voice that I was using to speak, the voice that was talking right now. It was the only thing I could see. Tears streamed down my face as I looked around. The trees, oh, tears kept falling. I looked at all these things around me. These things, they weren't speaking. They were just images, just forms. It was like looking at a picture. The picture wasn't saying what it was. The moment I looked at it, the voice would say, tree. I saw the voice speaking within my mind. I saw my own thoughts. The moment I saw the thoughts clearly, oh, tears streamed down my face. Then I looked at my own hand and I realized that this thing wasn't speaking. It was just an image, just a form appearing to be known. And then the voice said, left hand, right hand. It was all just thoughts, all the meanings given by the mind. A feeling of lightness and spaciousness arose, and the sense of being human crumbled away completely. At that moment, I felt dazed, confused. It was strange. I didn't understand what was happening. Why was I seeing this? And it was as if there was no self left. The sense of self dissolved completely. When I saw the voice that was speaking, wait, then who is the one speaking? Suddenly a new understanding arose. This world is a world of thoughts. This was just the beginning, a mere 25% of understanding. This is why I created the tapes on the essence of peace, the essence of liberation for the entire world, so that everyone on this planet could listen, whether they are children, the elderly, the disabled, men, women, people of all genders, ages, castes, statuses, faiths, races, and nations. Everyone can listen. All of us have a mind, a pure element, but we don't know it. If we come to realize that we are this pure element, we will no longer suffer. We will no longer be reborn. This will be the last life for all of us. We will encounter the most extraordinary thing we have been searching for so very long, the most wondrous, the most sublime, the most priceless thing, something that no diamond or jewel in this world could ever compare to. We have changed vessels countless times. We have inhabited innumerable vessels, an infinite number, all to come to know the mind. We have come to dwell in this vessel for one purpose alone, to realize that we are the mind, the formless, empty, pure life element, the immortal element, the origin element, the source of all things. Whoever realizes this will come to know that we are one with the emptiness before us, one with the clear, boundless emptiness of the entire universe. It is as if the whole universe exists within our very being. We are the emptiness, the pristine clarity that encompasses everything. We know it all, and it is truly extraordinary. But it is not something miraculous. It is simply the most natural thing there is. Everyone must listen to my tapes, listen every day, until the sound of my voice echoes in your mind, echoes all the time. When my voice resonates in your mind continuously, get ready with a tissue to wipe your tears. You will not be born again. Prepare yourself. Your mind will be stirred by this knowledge. It will awaken within. It will begin to see thoughts, memories, emotions, and awareness arising and passing automatically. You will hear my voice reminding you, constantly urging you to wake up and see clearly. It is thinking. Do you see it? Don't get involved. Let it perform its function. It has no true self. Nothing here is you in any way. Just see it as it is. Observe carefully. Who is the one who knows? Look closely. Is it knowing by itself? Is it thinking by itself? Is it speaking in the mind by itself? Can you see it? Where is the self now? It is thinking on its own, isn't it? Do you see the emotions? The emotion is happy by itself, and after a while a feeling of suffering arises, then it too dissolves on its own. After a while a feeling of contentment arises, and it too fades away on its own. Can you see that there is nothing that is you at all? Where is the self? Let the mind answer. Keep observing until the mind itself answers, there is no self at all. And then, boom, it will be as if we vanish, as if we are completely erased. When we ask the mind, hey, where is the self? Who is the one knowing right now? Wait, is there really no self? When the mind realizes that what is knowing is simply knowing on its own, that there is no self, the moment that realization arises, it will feel as if we are erased, as if we are removed from the body, like being unplugged, shut down. Boom. The body disappears. It is like falling into a deep sleep, completely gone. There is nothing left. But within, a profound knowing arises, realizing that there is only pure, clear, all-encompassing emptiness pervading the entire universe. There is only the life element, formless, empty, and utterly pure. Then the knowing arises that we have never truly been born in this world, and we have never been connected to this body vessel. The voice that is speaking now is not our voice. The mental images, the emotions, the awareness, none of it is us. Tears fall uncontrollably. It is utterly astonishing. We will know that we will no longer be reborn. The lightness, the spaciousness is overwhelming. Remember this well. Listen to my tapes often, every day. It won't take more than 7 days or 7 months. Don't let it reach 7 years. That would be the height of ignorance. Many people have awakened in just 1 month, some in just a single day, some within 7 days. Some people only needed to hear one tape, and that was it. Their entire sense of self shattered, and they broke free from being human. They felt light and empty, tears streaming uncontrollably. Go and listen. There are countless comments from those who have awakened, who have realized the extraordinary truth that I have been teaching. You must prove it for yourself and come to understand. Keep listening. The more you listen, the more you will understand. Keep understanding until all doubt is extinguished. You will feel lighter, more spacious, more at ease. The more you listen, the lighter you will feel. Life will become easier, simpler. Whatever you do, keep listening. Let the mind remain firmly centered within. It will hear my voice, and it will awaken within. You will see thoughts arising and passing. You will understand. You will see, and you will understand. It will feel lighter and lighter until at last you break free, as if you are yanked out from being human. And then you will realize that there is nothing that is you at all. We are the life element, formless, empty, and utterly pure. We are the zero element, the timeless element, the zero dimension. In this state, there is nothing, no identity, nothing at all, only pure clarity, utterly pristine. You must understand this clearly. We are dwelling in this body vessel, which is the best, the finest vessel there is. But this vessel does not last long, and we only have this one lifetime. We must quickly understand the mind as soon as possible. This is the only task. When you listen to my tapes, let the mind absorb it. Understand that we are a clear, pure element. Remember this, we are a clear, pure substance, like the empty clarity right before your eyes. We are the pure life element, formless, transparent, alive. We are the Dharma element, without form, completely clear, completely pure. This life element lacks wisdom and knowledge, which is why it must rely on the fabricated phenomena to learn. We cannot know that we are the pure element because we do not have any fabricated tools. We have no form and no fabricated phenomena within us. There is no coming or going. It is still, silent, encompassing the entire universe. The only way to know what we truly are is to create the fabricated phenomena of knowing, to learn, and for that we must dwell in a vessel that has a body. Most of us end up with animal vessels. We are fortunate to have been given a human vessel this time. I won't speak about why we came to dwell in a human vessel. Whatever vessel we have been given is not the point. The point is that we must awaken within to see the fabricated phenomena. If we do not yet see the fabrications, do not yet see that the fabricated phenomena have no self and are not us, then we will continue to be swept away by them endlessly. But if we can see the fabrications clearly, see the voice that is speaking right now, this is a fabrication. The mental images arising in the mind, these are fabrications. All emotions, these are fabrications. The awareness that perceives, this too is a fabrication. Memory is a fabrication. Understanding is a fabrication. We must see this truth clearly, for these fabrications are always present. We must see that these fabrications are not us. They are merely phenomena arising. We are the clear, empty element, formless, unmoving, untouched by any fabrication. Within, it is still, silent, calm, clear, and pure. When I say pure, I mean it is entirely untainted, with nothing mixed in. It is a state of radiant clarity, ever present, ever awake, and all-encompassing. It perceives everything, but clings to nothing. It is the source of all knowledge. We already have it within us. All we have to do is turn back, awaken within, and let go of everything external. Within us, or what we call the mind or the formless element, can be likened to the egg yolk. We are the yolk. The yolk has created a layer of clear, white substance to encase itself, the egg white. We have created this layer of egg white to encase ourselves, to serve as a tool. And then the egg white has created a shell as an outermost layer. These three layers, yolk, white, and shell, we have come to mistakenly believe that we are the shell. We have come to believe that this body is truly ours. We have been taught to be concerned only with the shell, with the body. We were never told, never taught that we are the mind, the life element dwelling within. No one ever taught us that we are the yolk. Instead, they taught us that we are the shell. They taught us that we are human beings, that we are this body vessel. They taught us to struggle, to strive for wealth, to pile up possessions just to buy a single meal to feed this body. But the body doesn't need much. It only needs clothing to cover itself, a place to dwell, medicine to treat illness, food and water. That is all the body needs. Yet we want more than that. But we don't just want the basics. We want more and more pieces of paper, the paper we call money. And so we end up becoming slaves to money. And so we end up becoming slaves to this world. We are the life element, formless and unseen, that creates fabricated phenomena and then clings to vessels. Once we have a vessel, a body, we are taught to think and remember. Do you remember when we were first born? We began to use emotions, the emotions of pleasure and displeasure. We used them without even knowing why. The emotion of pleasure is what we call happiness, and the emotion of displeasure is what we call suffering. We relied on emotions and on the awareness of sensory experiences. As soon as we were born, we could perceive, and along with perception came emotion. Then we began to remember. We started to recall images because of the sights we saw, the sounds we heard, the smells we sensed, the tastes we experienced, and the sensations we felt through the body. We perceived through these 5 sensory windows, receiving input through this body vessel. We began to remember all these images, sounds, smells, tastes, and sensations. Then we began to remember sounds as well, and then we could imagine. Once we could recall, we could also imagine, and eventually we learned to speak. We started processing and interpreting these tools, the senses, memory, and thoughts. We came to dwell in this body vessel. This means that we are the life element without form, and that is why we came to dwell in a vessel that has form. If this body vessel disintegrates and dies, we move on to another vessel. We keep changing vessels endlessly, an infinity of vessels without any end in sight. The bones of all the vessels we have inhabited would pile up higher than the tallest mountain on this planet. The tears we have shed each time we were born as various creatures would amount to more than all the water in this world combined. Why do we keep changing vessels? Why do we inhabit so many different vessels? Why can't we choose the best vessel to dwell in? And once we have a vessel, what do we truly want? If this body vessel dies, where do we go? The answer to all these questions converges into one essential truth. We are the life element without form, pure and clear, the immortal element, the origin element from which all things arise, the source element. We have never died, but these body vessels do not last long. Some animal vessels last only a day, some last just 7 days, some last only 2 weeks. The average human vessel lasts around 70 years, but that is not certain. It could end tomorrow, this evening, or even today. It doesn't last long. Understand that it doesn't last long, this vessel, and we were not born to become slaves to money, the slave of this world. We were not born to be imprisoned in the cages of this world or this vessel. We are here in this vessel for one purpose only, to understand the mind. That's why I've said I want this knowledge of mental awakening to become part of the education system. From kindergarten to doctoral studies, everyone must learn this subject. Everyone must listen to my tapes, share them with the world, help spread this so that everyone on earth can hear it. Once they do, they will no longer be born, will no longer suffer, and it's all free, not a single coin required. Everyone must listen and everyone must awaken to the mind. Whoever realizes truly, deeply within their heart that this mind will not be reborn, who understands that we are not human but the immortal element, such a person will feel light, spacious, and without arrogance or pride. It simply knows there is nothing that is me at all. There is only pure clarity. It becomes light, clear, and entirely free of suffering. This must be taught to everyone. When people awaken, when they truly realize that there is absolutely nothing that belongs to the self, that this body vessel is not ours, that we were never human, the voice that speaks is merely a temporary tool we inhabit to exist in this world. It is not our voice. The mental images, the emotions, the awareness, none of these are ours. They are simply tools for fabrication, for functioning in this world, for communication. Once we realize this, it all becomes light. It all becomes clear. There is no suffering left, no pride, no ego. Only one feeling remains, the desire to help others awaken too. It is so peaceful, there is no suffering left. And you will come to see all things clearly, that all minds are caught in the cycles of becoming large and small, simply because they do not know. We do not know that we are the pure element. Since birth, no parent or teacher ever told us that we are the pure element, the immortal element, the formless life element, transparent, deeply pure, merged as one with the clear emptiness of the universe. No one knew. But I have come to realize this truth, and that is why I have come to declare it. Anyone who listens to this will quickly awaken to the mind, to the life element, very quickly. I dare say it won't take more than a month. But if one remains ignorant, it will take much longer. So grasp the essence well. If anyone still thinks they are a person, oh, even 1,000,000 lifetimes won't be enough to realize the truth. The moment we see that there is nothing that is us, that we have never actually existed on this earth, that the voice that is speaking now is not our voice, it is merely a vibration emerging from the clear, empty space within, then we will begin to see the energy that surges forth as sound, the energy that surges forth as mental images, the energy that surges forth as emotions, the energy that surges forth as awareness. All these phenomena are not us. It is just like passing gas. When we pass gas, it is simply energy that is expelled from the body. It is not us. It is something extra that the body no longer needs. The waste that exists from the body, that too is not us. Anything that emerges from this body is not us at all. In the same way, anything that surges forth from the mind is not us. This body is not our body because we are the mind, the formless life element. The voice is just a fabricated phenomenon that surges forth from the empty, clear space within, arising from the formless life element. Imagine it. Our life element is clear, empty, and still. Within it, there is no movement, there is no fabrication, there is no body, there are no thoughts, no mental images, no emotions, no awareness, nothing at all. It pervades the entire universe. It only has one nature, purity, and it is alive. That's it. This pure element is neither male nor female. Yet, we come to believe that we are men, we are women, we are human. Do we understand that the mind, or the life element, is our true self? We have never been men or women. The mind can never be male or female. The mind has no age. Yet we believe we are a certain age, 50, 60, 40, 30. We keep thinking, don't we? Let me point it out clearly. From the moment we open our mouths until now, it has all been thought. We rely on thought, on this voice, to communicate. The voice that speaks within the mind, we can call it thought. We can call it a voice. We can call it a fabrication. The thoughts, whether they are voices speaking in the mind or words spoken aloud, these thoughts, these voices are simply energy surging forth from the pure element. The pure element itself is untouched by these fabrications. Yet these phenomena are the manifestations, the expressions, the functions of the life element. It is a natural attribute. Where there is mind, there will be the manifestations of mind. Where there is the pure, clear life element, there will be the manifestations of that element. Just as the sun naturally radiates heat energy, this heat energy is an inherent quality that accompanies the sun. The light that emanates from the sun is also a characteristic, a natural attribute that arises along with the sun. Similarly, when there is mind, there will be manifestations of the mind, expressions that surge forth from the mind. This voice is merely a manifestation, a tool. The body is also a tool, a temporary vessel that we dwell in for a while. Without these vessels, without these fabricated tools, we would not be able to understand what we truly are. In our formless life element, there is no fabrication. There is only purity. Wisdom arises only when tools are created and we come to dwell in a vessel. Once we dwell in the human body vessel, we are taught to think, to remember, to believe that we are human. We are taught to be human, to put it plainly. If from birth our parents and teachers had taught us that we are the mind, the formless life element, empty, clear, and utterly pure, like the clear, empty space right before us, then we would understand. We are this element. This body is only a temporary dwelling, a vessel we use to come to know the mind, the life element. We must realize this truth. This body is not our body. We only dwell in it temporarily. We take care of it, but we must not cling to it as though it were truly ours. This body is the coarsest outermost layer, like the eggshell. Think of an egg. The true self is the yolk, the center. The egg white surrounds it, representing fabricated phenomena. The eggshell is the body. There are three parts: the shell, the white, and the yolk. The egg white is not us. The shell is not us. This body is not our body, my dear. It will die soon. It doesn't last long. It is a vessel that is always on the verge of death. A simple slip and a head injury, a falling tree, a sudden car accident. This body can die at any moment. We don't have much time. We must urgently come to understand the mind, the true self. The body will pass away. It is not our body. We are only dwelling here temporarily. Do you understand? We dwell in this vessel because we are the pure element, the formless life essence. We have no form, and that is why we come to dwell in a vessel, to have a form. Now let's take a look at the next layer, the layer of fabrication, like the egg white. We've already discarded the shell. Now only the egg white remains. The moment we can remove the egg white, it's over. The shell is gone. We've seen through it and understood. All of this is for the sake of understanding. Understanding so deeply that it penetrates the heart, until the heart, or the life element, accepts this truth and awakens, realizing, hey, it really isn't me. And in that moment, it snaps. It's as if we're pulled out of the state of being human, ripped out from the web of fabrication. What remains is only emptiness, blending seamlessly with the entire universe. A realization arises, one that feels as if we've been unplugged and everything shuts off, disappears, vanishes entirely. What's left is nothing but a clear, pure element that merges with all of existence, completely, totally. That's exactly how it is. What is fabrication? It is emotion, pleasant emotions, unpleasant emotions, satisfaction, dissatisfaction, and neutrality. These emotions have no substance. They cannot be grasped. They appear on their own and disappear on their own. Happiness arises for a moment, then fades. Before long, suffering arises, and then suffering too fades. Then comes a neutral feeling, and that too vanishes. Emotions shift and change like this. Sometimes contentment, which we call happiness, arises, and then it's gone. Sometimes displeasure arises and then disappears again. Can you see it? These emotions are not ours. Do not cling to them. Don't drown in happiness. When happiness arises, just recognize it. Ah, happiness. Let it be happy on its own. But don't believe there is a self that is the one being happy. See it as merely a phenomenon. It is not you who is happy. The same applies to suffering. Don't get lost in it. Don't cling to it. It has never had any true existence. It is not you. It is merely an arising phenomenon that appears on its own and dissolves on its own. Now consider mental imagery. Try thinking of an elephant. Do you see the image? That image? Does it actually exist? No, it doesn't. It's simply a tool we make use of. We are the mind, the clear, formless life element. We are empty. We dwell within mental images to fabricate meaning, to understand, to remember. Try thinking of your parents' faces. Just one moment, and there they are in your mind. Think of your house. It appears, located just where you remember it. These mental images arise to serve us in remembering. They are natural, but they do not truly exist. They are only tools for functioning in this world. Recognize that what you are imagining is not you. It imagines on its own. It's the natural function of the mind. Now let's turn to the voice. Have you noticed that since the beginning of this hour, it's been this voice speaking continuously? You can call it thought if you like. Notice how it keeps thinking, 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 always speaking in the mind. Pay close attention and see. It thinks by itself. Thought has no self. Look closely. It says this, it says that. Then suddenly it thinks, I'm hungry. It speaks on its own. Then moments later, it thinks, maybe I'll watch TV, or maybe I'll go for a run. Do you see the voice that speaks inside your mind? Each and every one of us listening right now, look closely and see this clearly. We dwell within this voice all the time. The thoughts that keep thinking, the voice that keeps speaking in the mind, we rely on this voice constantly. Now ask yourself, why do we dwell in it? Does the voice have a self? See clearly. The voice that speaks in the mind speaks on its own. You can't touch it. It has no form, no substance. Yet it continues to function. Nature simply functions that way. It moves as sound waves, as ripples of images, as waves of emotion. For example, when we think of eating ice cream, we may imagine the ice cream we want. And if we get what we imagined, it results in pleasure, satisfaction. But if it doesn't go the way we imagine, displeasure and suffering arise. Thought, mental imagery, and emotion, these three operate together. When the mind thinks, it's just doing its job. When it imagines, it's just doing its job. When emotion arises, it's doing its job. So where is the self in all this? Take a good look. If all these things operate on their own, where is the self? Don't answer with thought. Let the mind answer on its own. Now let's look at memory. It remembers on its own. Sometimes it forgets. Sometimes it remembers. It operates by itself, doesn't it? Does memory have a self? Clearly it does not. See it clearly, it remembers on its own. And now the last piece, awareness. It knows on its own. When you're listening to this voice right now, observe, notice how it hears on its own. It smells on its own. It tastes flavors on its own. Put a bite of food in your mouth and it will recognize the taste by itself. When hot air touches the skin, it senses heat on its own. A moment later, it senses coolness. It perceives on its own. It sees on its own. If you can see that what is perceiving this voice right now is simply awareness observing itself, if you can clearly see that it hears sound by itself, then ask again, where is the self? Let the mind answer. If the mind truly answers, there is no self, and it accepts this fully, at that moment it will be as though you've been ripped out of your identity as a human. It's as if everything exploded into fine dust, completely vanished. It's like being shut down, unplugged. Everything goes dark in an instant. We become pure emptiness, clarity itself, dissolving into the entire universe. A knowing arises, one that transcends the world. This knowing exists beyond the realm of language. It knows through its own nature that it is not anything at all. Just like when we realize the egg white is not who we are, the first step is to truly see that this body is not us. Just listen to the tapes. Nothing else is required. Understand, contemplate, reflect deeply, and accept. When that moment comes, we will break free from the state of being human and realize we are this pure element, this formless life. It lives but has no shape. It blends with the whole cosmos. If there is no body, there is no suffering. Do you understand? A life without a body, a life without form means there is no sound, no image, no emotion, no awareness within, nothing at all. If we awaken to the truth that we have never had a body, never had thoughts, mental images, emotions, or sensations, if there has never been fabrication, then what is left to suffer? That's where realization arises. When we truly realize the mind, suffering ceases, nothing remains of it, even happiness disappears. There is no joy, no sorrow, nothing at all. Only purity remains, and this purity is beyond happiness. It surpasses happiness. It is vast, infinitely vast. It is ever present. I've lived in that state ever since it broke free. Right now, as I speak, there is no sense of self. Nothing remains. Knowing that seems to be happening now. You might think it is you who hears the sound, who knows it, but it's not you. There is no sense of a self that knows anything. The sound is seen, but it is no longer sound. And it's seen that there is no me who is speaking and no one who is listening. There is only this truth, this nature that has always been here, a nature that is untouched by anything. We are the original element, unbound by anything. Imagine it, this universe, the stars, the sun, black holes, they all dwell within clear emptiness. Both darkness and light arise within that same clear emptiness. The sun has exploded countless times. Black holes destroy all things. Every time a sun reaches the end of its lifespan, it collapses into a black hole and consumes everything, leaving only scattered dust. Then it all regathers, reforms into something new, and all of it exists within that clear, boundless emptiness. This is the kind of knowledge that shows us the truth, that the eggshell is not us, the egg white is not us. We are the yolk, and that's the end of it. If we turn back against the current, it's like we are taking off layers, shedding them one by one. First, we remove the clothes. Underneath, the body remains. Next, we strip away the body. What remains? Only the mind and the manifestations of the mind. We remove the voice. We remove the images. We remove the emotions. And we remove the awareness. What's left? Only the mind, the formless, empty, clear and pure life element. That's it. Understand it this way. Do you see it? That's why I keep saying that clothes are not us, the body is not us. See it clearly. They are merely vessels we inhabit temporarily. The voice, it's not our voice, it's just a tool we use. Mental images, they are not us. Emotions, satisfaction, dissatisfaction, neutrality, happiness, suffering, they are not our emotions. They are simply tools, functions that arise. The awareness that is perceiving right now, it too is just a tool. It perceives on its own. We are the formless life element within, the life element that is empty, clear, and utterly pure. We are the immortal element, the fundamental base, the purest foundation. Everything arises from this clear, pure element, and everything dwells within it. I speak this truth with my whole heart because I have seen it clearly for so long now, and it has been like this ever since. No matter what happens, there is no rebirth. This is the final lifetime. Mark my words, every one of us will not be reborn. Every one of us will realize the mind, the life element, 100% without fail. It won't take long. Not more than 7 days, 7 months. Honestly, it won't even take a month. Grasp the essence well. But if anyone is still full of self, still listening and only thinking, let me be clear. I am not teaching you to think or remember. I am pointing you toward awakening, toward seeing clearly. Observe within yourself. See the thoughts constantly speaking in the mind, thinking to the point of mental illness, to the point of migraines. Do you see it? Do thoughts truly exist? If they do not truly exist, then why do we get lost in them? Why do we cling to them? Do emotions truly exist? If they do not, then why do we cling to suffering? Why do we drown in it? Why get lost in it? It has no real substance. It is merely a natural phenomenon, arising and passing. Don't foolishly cling to it. Let it manifest as it will, like gas being released from this element, surging out and dispersing. Once it is released, it is gone. That's it. It's like the sun releasing waves of electromagnetic energy, sending them out in all directions. Those magnetic waves that surge outward, they are not us. They are just foreign substances being expelled, just like when we pass gas. Gas is something foreign that the body expels. Waste is something that the body discards. Sweat is also something that the body releases and pushes outside. This voice, it is not the mind. It is merely a phenomenon that is released outward, a tool for communicating with other humans on this planet. That's all. Don't cling to anything. The moment we cling, we create a self, and with that self comes suffering. I've already said, we have never actually been born into this world. Remember this well. We harm and destroy each other because we've been taught to believe that we are human. Let's change that. We must teach each other, talk to each other only about the mind, the formless life element, about how there is nothing that is truly us. Teach each other this way. Listen to my tapes, everyone, listen to my tapes. Let it sink in deeply, and then you will discover a new kind of knowing, knowledge that you've never heard before. We are the mind, the formless, empty, clear, and utterly pure life element. We have never actually been born in this world. We are the pure element, a clear, empty essence that pervades the entire universe. How could this pure element ever have been born? It has no parents, no children, no family. It has never been a human, never been male or female. It has no name, no surname. Do you see it? But the life element simply does not know that it is the pure element. That's why I have to explain this. I have to tell you all, don't foolishly cling to this body as though it were truly you. This body will die. If this body falls ill, just observe it. See that it's getting closer to the end. If it gradually withers and decays, it's a sign that the body is nearing the end of its lifespan. It won't last much longer. It's a warning, and eventually this body will stop functioning. It will die. That is the truth. Can we accept the truth? It's a natural truth that this body doesn't last long. But the issue is that our mind, our life element, still lacks true knowledge. It still does not know that it is the pure element. When it doesn't know, it has to find another vessel and learn again. But if it ends up in an animal vessel, how will it learn? Land animals, underground creatures, birds, beings in the atmosphere, the evolution of these creatures, from the smallest to the largest, they cannot teach each other. They cannot say, hey, we are the mind, we are not this vessel. They cannot teach themselves because their brain development, logical thinking, and capacity for deeper contemplation have not yet evolved. Right now, we are truly fortunate. We have received the most refined vessel. We have come to dwell in the most excellent vessel available, and we are now fully ready to realize the mind. Once we do, we will no longer be born. That's why I've come to proclaim this truth, to declare the essence of world peace for all of you to hear, that we are the mind, the pure life element. We have come to inhabit this supreme vessel, complete with tools, sound to communicate, mental images to convey meaning, emotions to express, and awareness to perceive. These tools are now fully available. So awaken within, see clearly. Don't concern yourself with this body. It won't last long. It's already dying. The real issue is the tools we rely on. See them for what they are. The voice that keeps speaking, the endless stream of thoughts. See that thought has no self. It's untouchable. Since it has no true form, no substance, don't foolishly cling to it. Don't dwell in the thinking. Let it think what it wants. That's not our concern. It's like a neighbor playing football noisily. That's their business, not ours. Thought is the same. It's like the wind blowing by. It comes and goes. Let it come, let it go. The wind is not us. It has nothing to do with us. We are the life element. See clearly the voice that speaks in your mind. It speaks by itself. It has no self. It's always talking on its own, thinking on its own. We don't need to cling to it. Just see that it's formless, untouchable. It thinks on its own. It speaks on its own. Mental imagery appears by itself. See this. It's not us. It imagines itself. It belongs to no one. The voice belongs to no one. The imagery belongs to no one. The emotions, pleasure, displeasure, neutrality, happiness, sorrow, none of them belong to anyone. They simply arise and pass on their own. Let them come, let them go. Our role is like someone watching a movie. Let the movie do its job. We don't need to be the hero or the heroine. No need to focus or fixate. In fact, we could even walk out of the theater. The movie would keep playing all the same, all year, all life. It keeps running. So the voice is like that movie. It keeps talking. Mental images arise. Emotions arise. They dissolve on their own. Awareness, too, it perceives by itself. See these phenomena for what they are. See that they operate on their own. And then the question will arise, wait, if it knows on its own, where is the self? Boom, the illusion breaks. Once we see clearly that it knows on its own, that it thinks on its own, where is the self? Let the mind answer. When the mind answers, it will break free. Tears will fall. There will be immense lightness and spaciousness. The more you listen, the lighter you feel. The more you listen, the easier life becomes. Observe closely. At 25% understanding, the mind becomes light. At 50%, even lighter. At 75%, incredibly light. At 100%, what happens? You are pulled out of the identity of being human. It's like being yanked out of humanity. Everything shuts off in a flash. Gone. The entire world disappears. And what remains is only pure clarity, dissolving into the entire cosmos. Just like that. Understand? This will happen for those who listen to my tapes deeply and often. Share my tapes with everyone so they can listen. Bring this teaching into the education system. Let it be part of every curriculum. Whoever passes this subject, whoever realizes the truth and awakens, will no longer be reborn. They will receive their reward. The teacher will pass them to the next level. But those who haven't awakened yet, go back and listen again. Just keep listening. When the children listen, they will no longer be addicted to games, to distractions, to anything. They will just keep listening because they want to awaken. Once one person realizes the truth, then everyone will start talking only about the mind. From now on, everyone in the world must come to learn the subject of awakening to the mind. Speak only about the mind. Awaken to the mind, to the pure, clear life element. We must break free from the identity of being human. Once we break free, we will understand everything, that we have never actually been born into this world. It's like we were deceived all along. We'll scold ourselves saying, why was I so foolish? Why did I suffer for so long? Why did I cling so blindly? We will see clearly how ignorant we have been. And it is incredibly simple, it's incredibly easy, and it is immensely peaceful. There is no suffering left. And that is when world peace will arise. Everyone will live together in harmony and peace. This is the new era, the era in which no one will suffer anymore. Just listen, and we will awaken to this pure element very quickly. Well, it is the right time to end here. May all of you who have made a firm vow not to be reborn, who have resolved to awaken within, may you realize this truth, this ultimate reality, swiftly and instantly. May it be so for all. If you're interested in these teachings on awakening, mind observation, and transcending suffering through wisdom, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your insights in the comments, provide productive feedback, and if you find this content valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.